We're going to start at the very, very beginning. When you come here to Butler, odds are you'll have to take a public speaking or a speech-centric class. This is where I come into play. I am here to help you, prospective future Butler student. I'm finishing up my freshman year right now, but I'll come in the fall with 60 credit hours, junior standing, including an A in my Com 101 public speaking class. You better believe I have a few tricks up my sleeve. We'll get right into them. First and foremost, I'm going to say it's so important for you to pick stories and topics that you genuinely care about. It's exponentially harder to be engaged with your audience and deliver a 5 to 10 minute speech about something that's boring or insignificant to you. For example, my speeches, the first two were on topics that I was knowledgeable about, but they weren't things that I cared about. That made it really hard for me to want to practice them. And when you're not practicing routinely, you're not going to be able to give the speech well. So pick things that are important to you. In addition to those benefits, vocal variety, credibility, and tone are things that are vital to a good speech. And they're things that come naturally when the topic is something that is personalized and important to you. Another thing, when you're preparing, don't confuse making a speech with a paper. As I said, I picked topics that I was knowledgeable about. So when I was making an outline and practicing, my outline was very academic. It was overly formal, and that made it hard to memorize. Don't fall victim to writing an outline like a paper. You'll make an outline for every speech. And when you do it, try to keep it kind of casual, how you would talk when you're up there. Be personable, be casual, but in a natural, conversational way. It's not an excuse to be informal, but make yourself understood by your audience. Now, we'll get into some more personal, specific tips. Visual aids are a powerful tool. Visual aids are anything from props to PowerPoint slides. And it's something that I never even considered giving in speeches before this class. A lot of people are visual learners, so they're awesome tools to be able to help your audience understand. Additionally, statistics show that when you're giving a speech, you have 8 seconds to get your audience's attention. 8 seconds. Visual aids are a great way to do that. I like to start with a black screen. It's less distracting than a traditional title slide. It's more mysterious, and it allows you to jump into your topic. Maybe you saw what I did there. Maybe you didn't. But another little thing when you're using visual aids is being able to synchronize yourself when you're changing from slide to slide. It's minor, it's not too important, but it shows that you're composed and unified with your presentation. Now, another thing that I've been doing throughout this speech is I've been moving around a little. When I first got into Com 101, I would waltz around the entire room. I'd literally make circles. Not because I liked moving around, but because it was an excuse for me not to make eye contact with people. I hated the idea of just staring at them while they stared back at me. And I'm sure that's a common trend for people who are new to speaking. I'll tell you, it doesn't fly in the grade book. I learned to use this space more valuably, moving back and forth in smaller areas. It allows you to be part of the room and engage with your audience while not exerting yourself walking around and maintaining that eye contact. All of these things that I've said are kind of different, but that's okay because everyone has a different style. When it comes to speaking, no one's going to like doing the same things and no one's going to approach it the same way. In reality, if you're humble and you listen to your professor, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it too much. No one worried about it more than me, and I got out of it okay.